Hi everyone, happy Easter. How's it going? Has everyone had some good food today? You got to keep your energy up because the sun is shining and there is so much happening today. And I know that everyone's going to be running around. So I'm going to show you how to make a really delicious, really fun recipe that you can make at home with your moms and dads. And it's really, really healthy for you. But you won't even know that it's packed with vegetables. It is so fantastic. It's a whole wheat flour quesadilla with zucchini and corn, cilantro, Monterey Jack cheese, and scallions. Do you know what that means? That means there's 5 fillings. Can everyone give me 5? Give me 5, because that's the theme of the day. Does anyone know why the theme is give me 5? Why? She said because it's about 5 things that you can do to lead a healthier life. That is exactly right. Well, I'm going to show you 5 fillings for this quesadilla that are all healthy and delicious. And the best part about this recipe is you can use any 5 delicious, healthy ingredients you want. So if you don't like one of them, for example, you can just add in a different veggie, and I'm going to show you exactly how, all right? You want to get started? Who's ever had a quesadilla before? Yeah, they're pretty good, right? They're my favorite. Sometimes I have them for breakfast, sometimes I have them for dinner. That's what's amazing about them. So, 5 ingredients. My first ingredient is corn. Looks like this when you get it at the supermarket or at the farmer's market. You can peel it and then you grill it with a little bit of oil right in the grill pan and get all the kernels nice and charred. And then I'm gonna snap it in half and I'm gonna cut off the kernels because then I'm gonna sprinkle them right on to the quesadilla. They come off really, really easily, just like this. Now this is definitely the part that you want your mom and dad to do because it involves a very sharp knife. But while they're doing it, you can order them around to make sure that they're getting all the kernels off evenly, all right? So that's the job of every kid in the kitchen, to tell their mom and dad exactly how they like it done. You gotta say, Mom, Dad, I need more veggies. Mom, Dad, you didn't get every kernel off the cob. I need everyone because they're packed with nutrients and packed with vitamins. Now, can anyone tell me, do you like zucchini? Yeah, see, she likes zucchini. I didn't get as many responses as I'd hoped, but I'm gonna tell you what I love about zucchini. Zucchini are not only so sweet and tasty, so packed with vitamins, but they are one of my favorite foods. My mom told me when I was little that I ate so much zucchini that I was gonna get zucchiniosis, which doesn't really exist. It was just that she could not believe how much I loved zucchini. And it's still true. I still eat zucchini, and in fact, my daughter, who is around somewhere, probably, oh, right there, she loves zucchini. Right, Bubba? Yay! It's her favorite food too. You can roast it, you can grill it. So I'm gonna show you how to grill it today. I've cut all the kernels off my corn so that they're all nice and individual like that. Can you guys see? You can see. There's the corn. And then I'm just gonna slice the ends off of the zucchini and slice them into nice thin rounds. You wanna make sure that you cut it evenly so that they grill really evenly when you put them right on the grill. So I've sliced them into rounds. So now I have my zucchini, I have my corn. Who knows what this is? Can anyone tell me what this is? Cilantro! Exactly, cilantro is one of my favorite herbs too, and I'm gonna just rip off a bunch of cilantro and I'm gonna chop it up. And I'm gonna chop it really, really finely so that I can sprinkle it all over my quesadilla. It might blow away, but I've got some backup, so we're good. So now I have my cilantro, I have my corn, I have my zucchini, and I have, who knows what these are? Scallions. Scallions are in the onion family, and when you grill them or cook them, they get really sweet. And I'm gonna just chop off the tops a little bit. And then I'm gonna slice them up too. And all of this is gonna go into my quesadilla. Some people only wanna use the white part of the scallions, but I say you should use all the scallion because we don't like to waste in our house. There's so much flavor and so many vitamins in all parts of the veggie, so use as much of them as you can. Slice them right down. And now I have everything I need, including a little bit of cheese, which is gonna make it nice and gooey and ooey, and that's what makes a quesadilla so much fun to eat. So, I'm gonna turn on my grill, which I don't think is on. There we go. Nope. Can someone help me make sure that this is working? I think it just blew away. I feel heat, but I can't, oh yeah, this is on now. All right. So, there's a little bit of wind, which makes it a little hard to grill on a day like today, but I'm gonna start by taking a little bit of canola oil. Canola oil is a really good oil for grilling because it doesn't have any flavor, so it won't change the flavor of the veggie, so you really get that pure veggie flavor, but it won't burn with your veggies either. So I'm gonna pour a little, oh, I'm gonna open it first because it's brand new just for me. Pour a little bit of canola oil on the grill, and then I'm gonna make sure it goes all the way around. And when my grill pan is nice and hot, I'm gonna grill my zucchini. So I have these beautiful rounds that I made, and I'm gonna put them right onto the grill. And you wanna grill them on each side just till they get a little bit soft, usually 3 minutes a side. And once they get some grill marks on them, you know that they're ready. You don't want to cook them too much because they're gonna grill even more when I put them in the quesadilla. And you don't want to get them too soft. You still want them to have that good juicy crunch. Now you want to use some tongs to flip them because they do get hot. Although today with the wind, I'm not sure how hot they will actually get. But we all have imaginations, right? We know how to pretend, right, Beatrice? Uh-huh, thumbs up. So once they start to get hot, you're gonna flip them. And you're gonna grill the other side. Just like that. Now I have all my veggies ready to go. When you have all your veggies together, this is the most important thing about cooking, is being really organized with your food. You want to make sure that before you actually start assembling everything, that you have everything out and measured and ready to go. So I have my scallions, I have my cilantro, I have my corn, my zucchini, I have a little salt and pepper, and I have my cheese. Now what's missing from my quesadilla? What's that? Yeah, the actual tortilla. I'm using whole wheat tortillas. These are flour tortillas. You can get corn tortillas, but I like the whole wheat flour tortillas for this specific recipe because the whole wheat, which is a whole grain, is also really good for you. I'm gonna check on how my zucchini are grilling. Hard to say exactly, but I think they're doing good. Starting to get warm. And then I can assemble everything together. So this is the fun part, and this is the part that kids can all do with their moms and dads at home. You're gonna take 2 tortillas and place them right down in front of you as my cilantro just blows away. It's okay, we've got lots. And I'm gonna start with my cheese, sprinkling it all over the center of the tortilla. All right? You want to make it even, and you want to leave a little bit of a border so that it doesn't all ooze out when you're grilling it. Then I'm going to take my corn that I grilled before, and I'm going to sprinkle that on top too. I'm going to sprinkle on my scallions. Doesn't that start to look pretty? Can you guys see how pretty that looks? All the colors. I always say that the most important way to eat is to eat the rainbow. Do you guys know what that means? You want to eat things that are all different colors and as bright as possible. The brighter the color, the better it's going to be for you. So that bright green and the bright yellow, all those colors are going to be packed with nutrients. So I have my corn, that's the first ingredient. I have cheese, corn, scallions, cilantro, and then I'm going to put on my fifth ingredient for my Gimme 5 filling quesadilla. They are slowly but surely cooking. And I'm going to put them right on. Now you want to be careful because they're hot, so place them very carefully using your tongs. I'm going to keep these over here. And now I'm going to season with just a little salt and pepper, because you always have to season your food to bring out all the flavor. Now, sometimes when you see a chef on TV and they sprinkle salt from up here and you think, that looks ridiculous, chef. Why are you sprinkling your salt from so high up? But the truth is that it's actually better to do it that way, because the higher up you sprinkle from, the more it'll fall evenly over your food and over a greater surface area. So you'll actually be seasoning it in a more even pattern. If you do it really close, you're just going to get that area right underneath where your fingers are, and that area is going to be too salty while the rest of your food isn't salty enough. So when you are seasoning your food at home, you can tell your mom and dad, I'm a chef and I know to sprinkle from way up here. Now I've just added a little more salt than I probably need to my recipe, but you guys get the picture. The second tortilla goes right on top, and then I'm going to carefully move it all right onto my grill and let it sit right there. Now you want to give it a few minutes because you want to make sure that that cheese gets nice and gooey. You want to make sure that everything comes together, blends together, the corn, the zucchini, the cilantro, and the scallion, and that's how we're going to get the best possible quesadilla. Now what happens if you decide, I don't want corn, or even if corn isn't in season yet and you can't get corn at your supermarket? There are so many different veggies that you can use for this recipe. So for example, what's this? Avocado. Avocados are amazing for you. So you can absolutely always put an avocado in instead. Or what about this? A tomato. Tomatoes, if you slice them thinly, would be delicious in this quesadilla. Or if you like it spicy, what's this? A jalapeno pepper. This one's a little spicy, but you can get lots of different peppers that aren't as spicy. Hi, Bubba, there's my baby girl. And you can slice them, you can roast them beforehand. That takes out a little of the spice as well. Make sure to take the seeds out as well. Wash your hands really carefully before and after you use a pepper, because you don't want to then rub your eyes and get in trouble. That does not feel very good. And then you can slice them and put them in too. Now what about this? Can anyone tell me what this one is? It looks like a tomato, but it actually comes with a husk on top of it that you have to take off before you eat it. You know your vegetables. This is a tomatillo, and this is great if you grill it. You can also grill it and then puree it with some jalapeno and avocado, and you have what we call a salsa verde, which would be absolutely delicious to dip this quesadilla into. If I had a little more time, I'd make some, and I promise I will make some for you guys another time. We also have some beautiful fruit. If you want to make a dessert quesadilla, you could absolutely do that too. You could do some mangoes. You could drizzle some chocolate sauce. You could do it with caramel. You can use pineapples. You can use pears, apples. There are so many different fruits and veggies you can use for this recipe. All right, now we're going to check on how it's cooking. Let's also flip over our beautiful zucchini that aren't cooking too quickly, but that's okay. Starting to get some color. It's a windy day. Now you want to really carefully make sure that you get help from your mom and dad to flip over the quesadilla. This one is very thick, so we'll see how it goes. Ah, there we go. That's what I needed. All right. You're going to flip it really carefully. Right like that. Now you see how beautiful that is? You have all the brown grill marks. That means that inside, all the cheese is coming together. And you're getting all those veggies cooking together. And all that, the fresh herbs from the cilantro, and everything is gonna be so yummy when it all is done. You wait 1 more minute, and that's all you need. Now, I need someone to help me put the finishing touches on this quesadilla. I think because you are so good with your veggies, you should come up. What's your name? You got to tell everybody.
Zinnia.
Okay, careful, Zinnia. Take a step this way because it's really hot over there. This is Zinnia. She's going to help me garnish my plate so it's nice and beautiful, all right? We're not going to touch the knives. There you go. You hold the mic because you got a job to do. You're going to need both hands. I'm going to put the quesadilla here. I'm going to slice it, and then you're going to garnish it, which means you're going to sprinkle it with the herbs and the scallions to make it look really beautiful before we eat it, all right? All right. So I'm going to give you, sorry, let me reach across. I'm going to give you the herbs over here. I'm going to give you the scallions that are already chopped. I'm going to slice it, and then I'm going to show you exactly how to garnish it. Do you like to cook? What do you like to cook?
I don't really have a specific thing.
Do you cook with your mom and dad at home? Awesome. And your sister. That's really important. I think the most important thing about eating together is cooking together. When you cook together, you learn so much about what you're eating, and then it even tastes better, I think. All right, we've got our quesadilla. I'm gonna just slice it in half, just like this. You can see all the cheese is gooey and ooey, coming right out right there. I'm gonna put it right on the plate. Are you ready to garnish it? All right, so what do you want to use? Do you want to use some cilantro? You want to sprinkle that over? Go up high, remember? Yeah! Beautiful. A little more. Why don't we take some scallion too? Gorgeous. Isn't she doing a great job, everyone? Look at that, you're a chef in the making. Look at that technique. Gorgeous. Maybe a little cheese just on top for the last pinch from way up high. Chef Zinnia, everybody. That is a beautiful, healthy treat. This is an awesome snack, and I hope you make it at home. Thanks, everybody, so much for coming out. Happy Easter. Give me 5.